Hello everyone, welcome back to Ackerman Recap. In the recent chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen, we have witnessed Yuji and Yuta facing off against Sukuna, and Yuji finally reached out to Megumi's soul being controlled by the Curse King. Many hoped that Megumi's appearance alongside Yuji would help them repel Sukuna's influence. However, unfortunately, Megumi lost his will to fight and gave up his desire to live. Although Yuji made tremendous efforts to reach out and try to awaken his friend, Megumi rejected that kindness and no longer wanted to struggle to regain his body. We must admit the special ability of the main character Yuji when he could reach the edge of the soul, where only Sukuna and Megumi knew. With this new ability, Yuji brought many surprises, although it did not help his group resolve the issue of rescuing Megumi. However, apart from Yuji, there are still other techniques and moves that can affect the soul. In this video, let's explore what those techniques are. Idol transfiguration can be said to be one of the strongest techniques capable of affecting others' souls. If Mahito continues to develop it, he could become one of the most formidable villains. This technique stems from Mahito, one of the characters with the largest anti-fan base in the series. Mahito was born from people's hatred for each other, so his personality is somewhat childish but also extremely cruel. With the ability to change and reshape others' souls, Mahito has committed many atrocities since his appearance. Specifically, the idol transfiguration technique causes the victim's soul to be transformed, and from there Mahito can reshape the soul as he wishes, causing revulsion and turning them into monsters. He can customize his victims, changing them in the way he wants. Moreover, Mahito can also somewhat control the victim's mind, although most of them lose consciousness after being transformed. Another ability of this technique is healing damaged bodies, as in the case of Mechamaru. However, that is only the basic capability of idol transfiguration. Because in addition to the ability to change and shape other people's souls, Mahito can also reshape himself. In the battle with Yuji at the Shibuya incident, after realizing his true nature, Mahito self-evolved to a new level. At this point, we can see a major change in his appearance, resembling a monster with a long tail, muscular physique, and a bizarre face with only a mouth. Some other abilities of idol transfiguration are that Mahito can change body parts into anything he wants, even transforming into different animals by changing his soul. He can also turn his arms or entire body into sharp spikes to increase damage to opponents, or create clones to divert attention when needed. However, only the original entity can use this technique, while the clones cannot use it, but they all share the same soul. Therefore, if the clone's soul is damaged, the original entity will also be hurt. And thanks to the spiritual connection, both can share information with each other from very far distances. Another notable technique is that Mahito can merge with the souls he possesses to create an extremely powerful monster. However, the physical endurance of these souls is not high. They can easily be destroyed by a strong punch. Finally, we cannot fail to mention the ability to change the human brain or body to turn ordinary people into sorcerers. This ability was used by Kenjaku to create new sorcerer players in the culling game. And if idol transfiguration could be used on Sukuna in the current battle, it may be possible to separate Megumi's soul from the Cursed King. Overall, Mahito's idol transfiguration seems to be an incredibly versatile and dangerous cursed technique that allows for immense power over souls and transformations. Managing to utilize it effectively could prove decisive against powerful cursed spirits like Sukuna. Its unique abilities make it one of the most formidable curses in the series. Nobara's straw doll technique is a cursed technique that can affect the soul. Unlike idol transfiguration, straw doll technique does not possess that much power. However, this is precisely the counter technique to idol transfiguration. To perform her technique, Nobara needs to use a special set of tools including a hammer, nails, and a straw doll. Nobara infuses her cursed energy into the hammer and nails, then attacks the target by driving the nails towards the opponent to inflict damage. Once the nails are lodged in the opponent's body, after Nobara's finger snap, the cursed energy coating around that nail will rapidly bloom and explode. But this is not Nobara's strongest attack. Nobara's most impressive and powerful attack is resonance. If she can obtain a body part of the person she wants to attack and place the straw doll on it, then attack the nails into the straw doll, The resonance will transfer all the damage from the straw doll to the owner of that body part. This damaging effect will cause severe physical and spiritual harm to the opponent, accompanied by a binding effect that immobilizes them for a short period. Overall, while not as overtly powerful as some other curses, Nobara's technique allows precise soul attacks and binding through the resonance effect, making it a perfect counter to curses like idol transfiguration that directly manipulate souls. The split soul katana is a special sword that can bypass the hardness of anything to cut straight into the soul, an extremely powerful weapon. The first person known to wield this sword was Toji, who used it to slice through the scales of Geto's cursed spirit, which had the toughest hide. After Toji was defeated, whether the sword still existed or not was unknown. Much later, when Mai sacrificed herself, she left Maki a copy of the split soul katana. To use this sword and cut into an opponent's soul, the wielder needs the ability to perceive souls. And in Chapter 252, after Sukuna was attacked by Maki with the split soul katana, the cursed king could not heal the wound with regular reverse curse technique. Because the damage inflicted by the sword is soul damage, Sukuna had to use a different type of reverse technique to heal his soul. Therefore, currently the greatest hope lies on Maki's shoulders and the split soul katana sword to face Sukuna. The ability to directly damage souls makes the split soul katana incredibly potent against powerful cursed spirits like Sukuna, whose physical bodies can regenerate. It appears to be one of the few options remaining to try to separate Sukuna from Megumi's soul and defeat the cursed king. Maki's skill with the sword may prove decisive in this dire battle. Finally, we cannot overlook the special ability of the main character Yuji, that his attacks can affect and damage souls. Although it has not been clearly explained whether this is Yuji's curse technique or not, there are details showing that he swapped souls with teacher Kusakabe, which is why he was able to harm Mahida's soul. Recently, we have also witnessed Yuji's attacks on Sukuna's body, causing the connection between the cursed king's soul and Megumi's body to be severely weakened, while also reducing Sukuna's cursed energy output. Yuji can even reach the edge of the soul, where Megumi's soul is being suppressed, in an attempt to awaken his friend. However, Yuji's efforts failed when Megumi lost his will to fight and will to live. The video ends here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any exciting videos.